learners, it's glad to see you in Krishna's space. Today is a day 10 of our 300 days DSA series. It's time for our today's problem. Let's understand it and build our approach. So today's problem is the advanced version of yesterday's problem. It is remove duplicates from sorted array part 2. Here we have given an integer array nums which is sorted in increasing order, and we have to remove some duplicates in place such that each unique element appears at most twice. That means my unique elements can appear either 1 or 2, not more than that, and the relative order of the elements should be kept the same. Now the problem is saying that it is impossible to change the length of the array in some languages. We must instead have the result be placed in the first part of the array nums. More formally, if there are k elements after removing the duplicates, then the first k elements of nums should hold the final result. It does not matter what you leave beyond the first k elements. And then we have to return k. Also it is saying that we do not have to allocate extra space for another array. So that means we must have to do this by modifying the input array in place with order of 1 extra memory. Now let's see the example of it. Here we have given a list with 3 times 1, 2 times 2 and 3 elements. In this, as we can see, we can only carry 2 times of 1, 2 times of 2 and 1 times of 3. So output will be 5. So I have solved this problem with yesterday's approach with some changes. Now let's see those changes. The first thing that I have done is to get the length of nums, which is 6, and thereafter I have checked if my n, which is length of nums, is less than 2 or not. If it is less than 2, then we are going to return our n, because it means that we have only one element in our list, so of course it is unique and we have to return it only. And if it is not, then I have created a start variable with the value 1. Following that, I have run a for loop with range from 2 to n. That means my I will going to start from 2 to 5 only. Now in this also we are going to check if the value of nums of I is different from nums of start minus 1. If they are different, then we are going to increment our 1. And at nums of start we are going to put the value nums of I, and when the loop will completed we are going to return our start plus 1. So let's start our first iteration of loop, and in this time I will be 2 and nums of I means nums of 2 is 1, and nums of start minus 1 means at 0th index we have the value 1. As both of them are same, so in next iteration the value of I will become 3, and at nums of 3 we have value 2. Both of them are different, so we are going to increment our start by 2, and at second position we are going to put nums of I, which means 2. So at 0th index we have 1, at first index we also have 1, and in the second index, as we can see, there is a first element but it is going to change with 2. So here it is. Now in the third iteration my value of I will become 4, and at nums of 4 we have the value 2, and at nums of start minus 1, which means 2 minus 1, so we have the value 1 again. Both of them are different, so we are going to increment our start, and which will become 3 now. So at third position we are going to put the value 2. Now in this run my I will become 5, and at fifth position we have the value 3, and at second position we have the value 2. Both of them are different, so my start will increment by 1, which will become 4 now, and at fourth position we are going to put value 3. So my I has already reached at 5. Now we will exit from this loop, and in the last we have to return start plus 1, which means 5, and as we can see the output is 5 and the list is 1 1 2 2 3. So this is how I solve this problem. If you have any other solution of it, please write it on comment. Thank you so much for watching this video and staying with me.